Hello, in this video I am going to explain the second experiment of microcontroller and embedded systems lab. So I am going to explain all the steps which should be followed in Heal software. So first click on new, then you need to type your program here, which is written in ARM assembly language. ALP stands for assembly language programming. So this is the program. So then you need to click on project, new microvision project. There save changes to text 2. Yes. So first let me save this particular program. I am going to name it as program 2. Save. Okay. Then I click on project, new microvision project. Here I am going to create my second project for the second experiment. So let me create project 2. Save. So here I need to select legacy device. Then here I will search for LPC2148. Okay, select LPC2148. Okay. Then copy startup.s. So for software part we don't need this startup.s. So click on no. Now your project is created. What you need to do is you need to click on source group, right click, then add existing files. So already I have created the program, so I am going to add that existing file to this particular project. So here you need to select program 2. Okay. Then I think while saving I did a mistake. It should be saved with the .asm extension. So let me go to that folder, which is nothing but MC software. So here program 2 I am going to rename program 2 .asm. Okay, program 2.asm extension should be .asm. Now I'll go to kill. Okay, then go to source group, right click, add existing files. So here I'm going to add program 2. Add, close. So program 2 is added. Program 2 is added to my project. As you can see, this is the program which corresponds to the program ALP to find the sum of first 10 integers. Okay, now next step is to build the project. So next step is to build the project. So project, before that there are few more steps to be followed. You need to click on options for target. Here you need to select use microlib. Okay, then click on project. You need to click on build project. So one error, there is one error. So let me check what is that error. See, as you can see, expecting opcode or macro. So here I forgot to comment this particular line. So that was the error, because that is the program title. I forgot to comment that. So now project build target, as you can see, one warning. So that is okay, not a problem. Now what you need to do is debug, start or stop debugging. So okay. So here I'll click on memory. Again we are using this particular address as the starting address for our experiment. Okay, now let's do the execution step by step. So first what I am going to do is I am going to move constant 9 to register R0. So register R0 is loaded with 9. Next LDR. LDR means you are going to load 32-bit value. So you are going to load 32-bit value into the register R1. Okay, so what you are going to load? You are loading the starting address of this particular array. So equal to value 1. So value 1 is nothing but name of the array. Name of the array contains address of the first element of the array, which is loaded into register R1. So R1 is nothing but this particular number. So let me check the content at that particular location in memory. That is 0x 1 2 3 4 5 6 3 0. So as you can see the contents, in the first 4 locations I have 1, next 4 locations 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, then A, which is nothing but 10. So these are the numbers which are stored in the location which starts at this particular address. Okay, so that is the memory view of the array. Now here, so R0 is anyhow loaded with 9, R1 is loaded with address of the array. Next LDR R4 comma memory. So what is memory? It is nothing but this particular value which is stored in register R4. Next LDR R2 comma R1. So square bracket means value at location. So location, you know, this is the location. What is the value at that location? First location contains 0 1. So that 32-bit value is loaded into register R2. Okay. Next what I am going to do, I am going to loop. Okay. So what I do, add R1 comma 4. That is, I am adding to R1. What is there in R1? Address of 0 1. So to R1 I am adding 4. That means it will be pointing, that is new value of R1 will be pointing to the location where 2 is stored. Okay, so I am incrementing the pointer so that it points to the next number. Now where is it pointing? It is pointing to 2. So pointer is pointing to this location, value is 2, which is loaded to register R3. So R3 becomes 2, as you can see. Next what I am doing, I am adding R2 with R3. 1 plus 2, first 2 numbers are added, R2 is added with R3, result is stored back in R2. So R2 becomes how much? 1 plus 2 is 3. R2 is 3 now, which is nothing but the result of adding first 2 numbers, 1 plus 2. Then subtract S R0 comma 1. S means what? It is going to affect the CPSR register content, current program status register. So whenever you have S as the suffix for any instruction, that means the result of that particular instruction has an impact on the current program status register. So these are the flags which are present in CPSR. Now, so R0, what was the value of R0? 9. Now what is R0? It should be, once you subtract, it should become 8. As you can see, R0 is 8 now. Then compare R0 comma 0. So you need to repeat this loop until R0 becomes 0. So right now it is 8, it is not 0. That means you need to continue. So BNE, branch if not equal. So not equal will check for which one? It will check for 0 flag. So when 0 flag becomes 1, this not equal condition becomes false. That time you jump out of the loop. So branch if not equal. Okay, so when this 0 flag is 1, this not equal condition becomes satisfied, or it fails, then control goes out of the loop. Now control will go back to the loop. So in the next iteration, now you make R1 to point to the next number, which is 3. So LDR R3 comma R1. So R3 will be loaded with 3. So next you are going to perform. So let me show the memory view of the array. So earlier pointer was at 30, it was at 1 was fetched, 2 was fetched, 1 and 2 are added, result is 3. Now next number 3 is fetched, so 3 will be added with 3, result is 6. That is done by this. So 3 plus 3 is performed, result is 6. Okay, now again you are decrementing R0 by 1, R0 becomes 7, you are comparing it with 0, R0 comma 0. What is R0? R0 is 7. What is 7? Comparison is nothing but subtraction. So comparison is nothing but subtraction. So 7 minus 0, how much? 7. So result is 7, it is not 0. So if result is 0, in that case 0 flag will become 1. When 0 flag is 1, this condition fails and control comes out of the loop. Now 0 flag is 0, it is not set. This condition will be true, so control goes to the loop, goes back to the loop. So in the next iteration, what you are going to do is, in the first iteration you added 1 plus 2, next iteration you added 1 plus 2, that is 3 with the 3, result is 6. Now in the third iteration you are going to add 6 with 4, result should be 10, which is represented as A. So like this your iteration progresses. So as you can see, next number fetched is 4, which is added with 6, 6 plus 4 becomes A. Okay, then you are checking, subtract R0 comma 1, it is 6 now. Then comparing 6 with 0, 6 is not equal to 0, so if not equal, you go back to loop 1. Like this you go on iterating. Okay, now how much is it? 5 is added to 10. How much? 10 plus 5, 15, which is represented as F. Next you are going to add 6, right? Next you will be adding 6. What is 6 plus F? 15 plus 6, 21. What is 21 in hexadecimal? It is 1 5. So it is 1 5, as you can see in hexadecimal. Next you are adding 7. 7 plus 15, which is nothing but 21 in decimal. 21 plus 7 is 28. What is 28 in hexadecimal? It is 1, then I think it is E. 1, okay, 1 C. 28. 28, 16 ones are, what is the remainder? 12. 12 is nothing but C. So 1 C. Okay. Then you are iterating once again. In the next iteration you will be adding 8. 1 C. 1 C is nothing but 28. 28 plus 8, how much? 36. 36 in hexadecimal is nothing but 2 4. Okay, 2 4. Then in the next iteration you will be adding 9. 9 plus 36. 9 plus 36 is 45. 45 is nothing but how much? 2. 13 is the remainder. 13 is nothing but D. 2D. Okay. So next last number remaining is 10. So after adding 10 you get 37 as the result in hexadecimal. So now branch if not equal condition failed. Why? Because 0 flag is set. So control came out of the loop. So here what was the last number? R0 0. What is 0 minus 0? 0. So when result of subtraction is 0, comparison is nothing but subtraction. 0 means 0 flag is set. When 0 flag is set, not equal fails. So control comes out of the loop. So outside the loop what you are doing? Store R2 comma R4. What is there in R2? 37, which is the sum of first 10 numbers, first 10 digits in hexadecimal, okay, which is stored in the location pointed by R4. Where R4 is pointing? This is the location pointed by R4. So here I am going to store the result. As you can see, 37 gets stored. So this is about the second experiment. Thank you.